Hey, this is just to let you know that there's been an update on the 5TT gap system, and that's the 5TT gap indicator, 5TT gap auto trader system. There's a new version available, and this video is just to show you how to get it all set up on your MetaTrader 4 platform and ready to start using it straight away. Okay, so let's get on with it. It's going to be a short video, but yes, do the same thing and you'll have the system set up for you. Okay, so you'll get an email from us, and that email will contain a zip folder that will have within it the 5TT gap indicator, the 5TT gap auto system EA, and then there is a 5TT trade information indicator. Now, if you have the previous version of this system, you don't need this stored file to indicate the 5TT trade information deck. You already have it, but just in case you don't, it's there as well. And all you need to do then is to copy unzip the file first, then copy the indicators, which are the 5TT gap indicator and the 5TT trade information deck. Copy those two and move them into the MT4 indicator folder. So paste them there, and then come back, copy the 5TT gap trader EA file, and then paste it, move it to the MT4 experts folder. Then all you need to do is to shut down your MT4 and relaunch it again, and the indicators and EA will be available for you to then place on the chart, and I'll show you how to do that once we get onto the chart. So the first thing to do then is to download the zip folder. So I go to the downloads folder where it's been downloaded, and then the zip file is there um, in the downloads folder. And then all we just need to do is, if you're on Windows, double click it and it opens it up for you. Then what you want to do then is to get your MT4 platform, and on the MT4 platform you go to File, Open Data Folder, and once the folder opens, that's the folder you're going to be copying into. And so that's this folder. Yes, this folder here belongs as a data folder for your MT4. You want to go to the MQL4 folder, and then you can see this indicator here. Take the indicator, copy, and we want to go to the indicators folder here, open it, and what we want to do is to paste it here. So if I click paste, now I have it already, so it's going to ask me if I want it to be replaced, but no, I've done it already. So by yours, you don't have it, so it will allow you to do that. So go back to MQL4, then open the experts folder, come over here, copy this one, and do the same thing, paste onto here, paste. Again, I have it already, so it's going to ask me to overwrite, and that's it, really done already in your MetaTrader 4 platform. Then all you need to do then is to shut down your MT4 and restart it. And when you've restarted the MT4, you can then go to Navigator. So let's turn off the Market Watch, and then we open up Navigator. And so we're going to be placing the two indicators, which is the 5TT information deck and the 5TT gap indicator. So I'm going to find the 5TT information deck first, 5TT trade information deck, move it to the chart, and he opens this. There is nothing to set on this, just go OK, and that's the trade information deck. So it gives you this information here. Those of you that have it already know. You then go ahead and find the 5TT gap indicator, the latest version. Just grab it, drop on the chart, and then move to the inputs folder. So within the inputs folder, the heading color is, we'll have a matrix printed out here, and that matrix, the heading of that is this black color here. And then we'll say show matrix is at false now, and I tend to only have it on one chart on the whole profile, and I'm going to just turn that to true so we can see what it looks like, and just go. So that's it here. So the headline is this here, This color here is the headline. So if I go back to the indicator, if I change that heading color to, let's say we change it to maroon, if I change it to maroon and say okay, you can see what it looks like now. The heading color has changed now to maroon, but no, we want to return it to black. That's what we use as default. So black, and then that's the matrix. So true shows it up on the chart, false doesn't. Then symbol matrix. So if your currency pair, so you can see for instance here it says indicators on GBP USD. So that's the standard way of seeing currency pairs, GBP USD, Euro USD. But there are some brokers that will have it as GBP USD and a prefix. So it might be a dash, it might be an underscore, it might be a letter, it might be whatever. So it can be GBP USD I, GBP USD M, GBP USD underscore. So whatever is that, whatever that prefix, that suffix is, sorry, is what you want to put here. So on my platform, there is no suffix, there is no prefix, there is no suffix, so I leave it blank. But if yours has it, say, as GBP USD I, all you need to do is just put the I there. That's it. All you need to do. But mine is not, so I'm going to take it off. Candles back, that is the number of candles that the indicator will be processing back. So this is the candle 0 here. So this is the current candle, candle 0, and the next candle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth down to 2000. That's okay. Remember, I do not consider any gaps less than 15 pips as a gap. So this is where I set it. So this 15 means that the indicator will only pinpoint gaps that are 15 pips or more. Anything less than 15 pips will not be highlighted as a gap. So you can change this setting if you wish. Use alerts. Yeah, you can have it to alert you when there's a gap. I don't do this because there's no need. You'll be here in the market when it opens, but it is there. Here as well in the indicator. So when you look at this last 3 currency pairs, these you can adjust yourself. So I can change these currency pairs here now to be AUD CAD. So just note that this was GBP CAD. I can even change it to something like NZD, so it's completely different. So AUD NZD, we want this now, this one here to be AUD NZD. When you go OK on that now, you can see that has changed to AUD NZD. And so that gives you about 17 currency pairs that come by default. Those are these 17 currency pairs you probably will be trading every time. And then the next 3 currency pairs you can change yourself. So if you have any special currency pair you prefer to trade, you can actually change it there. So I'm going to return to the default GBP CAD, and that's the 3 of them, and that's it really for your settings on the 5TT gap indicator new version. That is it, really. That's it. You're ready now. It shows us that today we had on this particular account that there was a gap down on AUD USD. So if I change this currency pair to AUD USD, so drag it and drop it, what do you see there? We had a gap down situation. It was a 19.8 20 pip gap. So price closed yesterday there and opened down here today. So that was a gap down, which means we were looking for a buy trade. So that's why we have that green arrow pointing up. In a situation where we have a gap up where we're looking to then sell, that is what we see. We see a red arrow pointing down. Let's see if we'll find another one. Oh, we have only how many currency pair, how many candles back? We did 2000, so we've got quite a bit. So here you can see this here. So that was a gap up and we needed to come down. This was in May 2019. So yeah, nicely done on this, really. Okay, so that's the indicator setup. The next thing is then to move the auto system. So you want to go back to your navigator, open the expert folder there, and you want to find the 5TT gap trader, the latest version, and you want to drag it and drop it on the chart. and you want to then look at the inputs. Here is the risk per trade, which is 1%. The gap size is 15. Max spread, this is the new update on this. So on the indicator, we had this matrix as the update, and then on the auto system, we have nothing much apart from you being able to specify the maximum spread that the indicator must see before it takes a trade. So if the spread is wider than 7 pips, the indicator will not take a buy trade. It will take a sell trade because you're selling at the bid price. But for the buy trade, which you need to buy at the ask price, it has to wait until the spread is tighter. That allows you to improve your profitability and when it comes to profit taking. So that's maximum spread. It must be is 7 pips. It's more, the tighter, the better. Use partial close. Yes, this is where you ask the indicator, the auto system, if price gets to a particular level in profit, close some of my trade. And here it is set as true. And if that is the case, enter fraction of profit that should be closed. And what that is then is at 50%, at 15 pips in profit, 50% of the trade will be closed. So what does that mean? So for instance, in this trade here, once this took off and we were already in profit, once it is 15 pips in profit, the EA will close 50% of the trade and then leave the other 50% open. And that's it, really. Again, nothing much to adjust in this, and you just go okay. Now what you need to be aware of is the auto trading must be on here. So right here is telling you the EA is disabled. Now watch this. If I turn it on now, the emoji is still not smiling. So that's how you know that everything is okay. It still tells me, please allow live trading. What that means is in the EA settings, I need to allow live trading. And so what you want to do is to go F7 or right click on the chart and go to expert advisors and properties. When you go to properties, go to common and allow live trading. So when you don't have the emoji smiling, you need to look at those two things, auto trading and live trading within the allow live trading within the settings. Okay, so that you can then okay that, and you can see straight away this is smiling, everything is ready, that's you good to go. So how do you then replicate it on other charts? So you can open multiple charts of these. So you can just go to file, new chart, and you open a new chart. Now when you open a new chart, for instance, let's do it now. When you open a new chart, how do I make this chart have the indicator and auto system already on it? The way to do that is to save what we did before as a template, and then you can apply it on the new chart. So if we go back to our where we have saved it, we can then go right click, template, save template, and you want to save it as 5TT gap system 1.4, 5TT gap system, whatever version. And so if I did that now, I would just go 1.4 in this case, and I save it. So if I then go to that chart that I just opened, new chart, all I need to do is to go to right click, and you can find template, and you can then apply this, or you can just go to this icon here, it's the same thing, and just find the 5TT gap system, and when you apply it, boom, it's applied it. So when you check it again, if you go to indicator list, when you check it, you can see it has the indicator, it has the two indicators, and when you look up here, right hand corner, there is an EA also on it. So you can open all the other 20 charts you want and apply the template on it. Yeah, this is it really. Go ahead and do the same thing, and then you can save the profile. After you've done that, you can then go file, profiles, and then save as. Then you can then select and save as 1.4, as it were. Yeah. Any questions, please do get back to us, and we will be again very available to support you. Okay, all right, so you take care, and I wish you all the very best in your trading. Cheers.